Dane County, home to the state's first identified case of the new Omicron subvariant. Why top health officials are saying not to panic if you're vaccinated.
Also, new information about a hit and run in Madison. The piece of sports equipment he used during the standoff that followed.
And open up the pools. Okay, not really, but we are talking about a warm-up here in the 608. We're going to break down the numbers coming up.
Wait, come on, we're not too far away from pool
Close
weather,
enough.
are we?
Break out the board shorts, buddy.
Yeah, there you go. That's what 40s means in February. Thanks for joining us, everyone, here on News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
Happy Tuesday. I'm Leah Lynchide. Developing this morning, Wisconsin announcing its first case of a new COVID-19 subvariant.
And it's reported here in Dane County. McKenna Alexander joining us now with what we know so far about it. Hey, McKenna.
Yeah, hey guys. Well, the Omicron subvariant called BA.2 has become the dominant strain in some parts of the world. But here in the U.S., top health officials are telling people not to panic. First detected in November and now identified in at least 49 countries, this variant has been found to be more transmissible. However, that doesn't mean the risk is larger. Early studies show it doesn't cause more severe symptoms than Omicron.
Does it evade our immune system? Does it evade the immunity that we've acquired from Omicron infection or the vaccines? Most of the evidence so far, and it's preliminary, suggests it doesn't.
A report from the UK suggests current vaccines protect about as well against this subvariant as it does the original Omicron variant, with better protection against symptoms, an average of about 70% 2 weeks after a booster. As of this morning, 78% of Dane County has completed a vaccine series and 83% have received at least one dose.
Alexander, thanks for that. Let's take a step back and take a look at the bigger picture now. We just passed the 2-year mark for COVID in Wisconsin, and to date, over 1.3 million cases have been confirmed. More than 11,000 people in the state have died. That is about the equivalent of the entire population of the village of Oregon. With cases still at high levels, the push for vaccinations remains at the forefront.
New this morning, a 3-year-old badly injured from a house fire last week has now died from his injuries. Gideon Simos was sleeping with his parents last week when a fire took over the family's living room. Gideon was badly burned in the fire.
He was so sweet and loving and kind and innocent. He liked to play with his Toy Stories, and my sister oftentimes called him G.I. Joe, her little soldier. And he will be missed, and he was too good for this world.
That right there is State Representative Sylvia Ortiz-Velez. Gideon was her nephew. There is no suspicion of arson in the fatal incident.
Developing in North Carolina overnight, firefighters monitoring a fire burning at a Winston-Salem fertilizer plant. This is new video from overnight here. The crew had to evacuate the area because of fears of an ammonia nitrate explosion. They've also asked residents living nearby to leave. An official says they weren't able to get enough water inside the building because of just how aggressively the fire is burning. So far, no injuries have been reported.
Some breaking news back home. Madison police investigating a shots fired case near downtown. Officers responded to multiple calls of gunshots heard along East Washington Avenue near East Johnson Street around 8 p.m. Police found multiple shell casings in the parking lot. Nobody hurt, though. No suspects in the case either. Police are still investigating. This, by the way, is the 4th shots fired case in the last week here in Madison.
New information now about a big weekend story. Several charges now pending against a man who police say fled the scene of a crash in Madison, then forced a standoff with police. This happened on the east side near Milwaukee Street and Stoughton Road Saturday. A 65-year-old woman remains in critical condition this morning. Police say the 27-year-old suspect ran from the scene to a home on Belmont Road. Police said he then armed himself with a golf club and a knife and threatened police. After that standoff, police initially arrested him on a probation hold. He now also faces tentative charges of OWI, causing bodily harm, hit and run, burglary, disorderly conduct while armed, and criminal damage to property. We won't name the suspect until formal charges are filed.
Down south, one of the men convicted of killing Ahmaud Arbery in Georgia will not receive a plea deal after a federal judge rejected it. Federal prosecutors had negotiated agreements with Travis and Gregory McMichael. The father and son were sentenced to life in state prison without the possibility of parole. Well, under this agreement, the McMichaels would have been allowed to first serve 30 years in federal custody, then return to Georgia to finish their life sentence. The judge in the case said she wasn't comfortable with the guidelines of that plea agreement.
6:04 now. Let's check in with Chris Reese and your certified most accurate forecast. Hey, your map and your tie matching real nice there, Chris.
I know. Shout out to Leah Lynchide for choosing today's color. But yes, we are definitely matching the map behind us. Temperatures substantially warmer than they were 24 hours ago. 31 degrees warmer for our friends in Janesville. Lone Rock, 35 degrees warmer. Black River Falls coming in with a little purple. 42 degrees warmer than 24 hours ago in Madison. 29 degrees warmer, sitting at 33 as we speak. So yesterday at this point, temperature was at 36 for Janesville right now. Same for Mineral Point and Lone Rock. Good morning to you guys. Boscobel still below freezing at 31, but a lot of our temperatures are going to be warming above the freezing point today. It's because our wind direction is staying out of the south for a good portion of the day. It's not going to be until about mid-afternoon that we start to see our wind shift out of the west and northwest as a cold front starts to work its way on through. You see that colder air hanging out in the upper portions of the atmosphere. That pushes towards the south later on. How far south that gets really determines how far south our storm system is. And this cold front should be farther south enough to keep that major winter storm throughout parts of the Midwest to our south as we go throughout today. That being said, this little blip that you see showing up on the radar just south of Winnipeg, that's the system that's going to usher in our Arctic shot of colder air. Meanwhile, what you're seeing over parts of northern Arizona, that's the system that's going to become a major winter storm over parts of the country as we go through the next couple of days. I mean, tomorrow at this time, I'm going to be showing you radar, and radar's just going to be lit up to our south. In fact, it may look like it's trying to snow in parts of Wisconsin on radar tomorrow, but with the drier air coming in from the north, a lot of that isn't going to be making it to the ground. But to our south, we are talking 10 to 20 inches of snow, to be quite frank, coming in out of the system. Parts of the country that have not seen snow yet this winter are going to get their entire season's worth of snow all out of this one storm as we start to move through the next couple of days. Meanwhile, we're going to be staying quiet. Temperatures warming up to about 40 later on this afternoon. We'll cool down into the teens overnight tonight. Future Track a little overzealous with how far north it wants to bring that snow. But this is what I'm talking about when I say radar may look like it's snowing tomorrow, and the drier air is going to keep this from really making it to the ground. I can't rule out a flurry, but we're generally quiet. Back into the single digits as we start to move towards your Thursday morning. 4 is that forecast low, warming up to 13 by Thursday afternoon. Temperatures in the 20s and 30s, though, return into the weekend after parts of next week.
All right. Thank you, Chris. President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris hosting a group of governors and cabinet members at the White House yesterday. It's part of the National Meeting of Governors, their Governors Association. Governor Tony Evers in attendance. The chair of the association, Asa Hutchinson, said state leaders want to move away from the pandemic.
We asked the president to help give us clear guidelines on how we can return to a greater state of normality.
A lot of good discussion about what does the road from pandemic to endemic look like and how do we keep score.
Nationwide, the number of daily COVID cases is on the decline, down by more than half since the peak of the Omicron surge.
The list for names up for consideration for Supreme Court Justice is widening this morning. A source says there are now around a dozen names on that list. Justice Stephen Breyer, of course, announcing his retirement last week. President Biden is expected to make his pick by the end of February. Senate Democrats say they'll expedite the process as much as possible.
Coming up, 2 Wisconsin word masters. What these middle schoolers just did that no others in the state could do this year.
Plus, the fun continues in the 608 as we celebrate 1 year of positive stories in the community.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sheesh Raval with the Ortho Team Clinic at Stoughton Health. We hope you can join us for our upcoming event on treatment of knee arthritis and custom knee replacements.
I'm Rebecca, and you might know me from reality TV.
And this was my stubborn body fat that I just couldn't get rid of. But then I went to Sono Bello, and they permanently removed my body fat in just one visit.
It is so intensely gratifying for one visit to make this big of a change. It's amazing.
Sono
Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
It feels incredible to look down and it's flat. Thank you again, Sonobello. I'm so happy.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-800-595-1532 or go to sonobello.com.
Dinosaur Adventure roars into Madison. 1 weekend only. Alliant Energy Center. With life-size dinosaurs and massive family fun. Experience the thrill of the prehistoric age. Featuring the ferocious T-Rex, Triceratops, Velociraptor, and more. Go on a realistic fossil dig. Take a ride on your favorite dinosaur. Bounce around in the prehistoric playground. And a baby dinosaur meet and greet. Take an amazing dinosaur adventure. This weekend only. Alliant Energy Center. Tickets at dinosauradventure.com.
You and me, partner, we meet center of town, high noon.
Hold on. Nope. Daisy's got last one lessons at noon.
Okay. High 2 o'clock?
I got a spur fitting at 2 o'clock. How's about 3?
I'm getting thrown through a saloon window at 3.
We don't need any more overscheduling, but we could all use more ways to save.
I can squeeze you in between swim class and Kevin's Harper recital at 3:30.
I was eating beans at 3:30.
Right.
Switch to Geico for more ways to save.
Tell you what about Tuesday?
Your senator is working with Donald Trump to take away your right to vote.
That's exactly what Ron Johnson is doing. It's why we must pass the Freedom to Vote Act.
With the Bucks, Alex Lasry took a stand.
Alex Lasry has used his power to expand voting rights.
I'll be a senator about action, not talk. We need to protect voting rights.
What makes him tick is his love and respect for people.
Equity and justice make us stronger. Alex gets it done.
I'm Alex Lasry, and I approve this message.
I love being an orthopedic surgeon because I can help people improve their lives. My name is Ashish Raval. I'm an orthopedic surgeon. My specialty is sports medicine, focusing specifically on the care of the shoulder, hip, and knee.
You're watching Madison's fastest growing newscast. News 3 Now this morning.
Welcome back. It's a big week in the 608. We're celebrating 1 year of positive stories in the communities we all call home.
Josh Sprider's live this morning where it all started a year ago today. Hey, Josh.
Hey guys, good morning. This is exactly where I was standing 1 year ago today when we officially launched in the 608 last year. And my, oh my, how many miles we put on over the last year. It has been crazy. All this week, we are taking a look back at all of the fun we've had, visiting hundreds of places across the 608. And of course, some of what Wisconsinites do best, celebrating holidays, from some of the more traditional holiday celebrations to more of the unique ones. I've learned a lot in the past here about why living here in the 608 is so great and so unique and so inspiring. And of course, we know this is only the start. There are thousands of other positive stories just waiting to be told. We're giving you just a little bit of a flavor here with that composite this morning. Coming up here in about 30 minutes, you're going to have a deeper dive into some of the fun we've had when it comes to celebrating the holidays in the past year across the 608, guys. You can look forward to that. And our celebrating just continuing. We're doing this all week long as we celebrate 1 year of coverage in the 608. You can go to channel3000.com to our special webpage in the 608 for everything you need to know, guys.
Has this been a quick year? Has it gone by fast, or does it seem like you started it a long time ago?
Yes, it has been the quickest year ever. I feel like it was just yesterday Mark Schilling and I were standing out here doing this first story, and I think it just goes to show that, you know, when you're having fun, time flies, and we've had a lot of fun over the last year, made a lot of memories, and honestly, this is a dream come true for me. I think it's a dream come true for Mark. This is what we get to do every morning, guys, is make good TV. He's giving us the thumbs up right there, and this is why we do what we do, is we want to put a smile on your face and showcase that there are good things happening in our community. Even though there is some bad news sometimes, there's always a good story out there, guys, and it's so important to get all of those perspectives, right?
Yeah, this is a bright spot in everybody's day. I think I can speak for both Chris's and I and our entire viewing area when we say we look forward to In the 608 every morning. Josh, we're so glad to have you on the team. Remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. Reach out to him on social media or shoot him an email for a chance to be featured.
All right, some more positive news. This is from outside the 608. 608 up near La Crosse. One teacher at Holman Middle School providing real tests for students, and 2 of them did something no other students in Wisconsin have. Jordan Fremstead has the story.
A challenge, by definition,
dream matters less and less.
is a call to take part in a contest or competition.
It's been a tough couple years.
A definition that applies to teachers and students alike over the past 2 school years, for sure.
I will wear a mask every day for the rest of my life if it means I've got my students in front of me.
Haley Hansen and Isabel Wang are 2 of Holman Middle School teacher Susan Stein's students. Let's just say school comes a lot easier to them than most students.
These 2 are quite a bit ahead.
Stein teaches students the district identifies as talented and gifted. She provides more challenging lessons and assignments so they learn how to handle adversity.
This stereotype that the gifted students will be okay is not exactly correct because they've never had to work.
One of their assignments,
it's an analogy competition.
The Word Masters Challenge, a true test for Haley and Isabel.
Yeah.
This national competition features 125,000 students in grades 3 through 8 around the country. It pays to have a diverse vocabulary. We'll allow Haley to explain one of the test questions.
So there's wave and tsunami. So a wave is like a less extreme version of a tsunami. So I was trying to find one thing compared to a more extreme thing.
The competition recognizes students who get perfect scores. Isabel and Haley stand alone with the only perfect scores in Wisconsin.
My mom was excited.
More pressure for Isabel, whose Wordmaster Challenge skills run in her family.
Because my sister got a perfect score.
Twice. The key to their success.
A lot of practice on the words.
And a little bribery from their teacher.
The caramel brownies seem to be working pretty well.
Help them overcome this test.
To try everything, even if you're not really used to something.
Value exists in the definition of a challenge. Knowledge that will soon define the people they will become.
That's my hope. And that they find something that they enjoy doing.
That was Jordan Fremstad reporting. There are 2 more competitions. The students with the best total score at the end will receive medals.
Officials at Fort McCoy say they have a surplus of goods from the huge outpouring of support for the Afghan refugees, and they need help distributing it to others. The base reached out to the Village Diaper Bank here in Madison, looking for a partner to help hand out 100,000 extra diapers and wipes. Well, American Family Insurance sent a driver to pick up the 15 pallets of goods, and yesterday they brought them all back to Madison. All of these diapers are now going to be handed out in the community right here to families in need.
Isn't that wonderful?
That's a great effort.
Really is. 6:17. Let's check in with Chris Reese, Madison's certified most accurate forecast. Hey there, Chris.
Hey, good morning. You're headed out the door here in a bit. You might want the sunglasses for parts of today, but I'll tell you, we're going to see that cloud cover on the increase. You also want the jacket or coat early, but we're milding things up out there. Many of you, I'm sure, are going to opt to leave it at home anyway. No need for shoveling. That's not happening in our forecast anytime soon, at least. 33 is where we stand, already above freezing, and these temperatures about 30 degrees warmer than where they were 24 hours ago. We're continuing to see that cloud cover increase today, but we'll also watch the thermometer increase. 40 is where we should top out right around 1 o'clock or so. Then here comes the cold front. That sends our temperatures back down. By 5 o'clock, we're back below freezing. Dinner time, temperatures return into the 20s. We'll stay into the, we'll be warm above freezing today, but then we'll stay into the teens for those highs as we start to move towards the end of the week. So we go from warm, then to cold, and then we'll generally stay overall cooler with a couple of days where the temperature might be close to average, if not above average, as we start to move towards next week. That being said, there is nothing in the forecast that's expected to impact your travel when it comes to commuting. This right here is East Wash at 2nd Street. Really, we're looking at all clear conditions for a while around here. So the green means go. We're going to continue to see that green light in the forecast, and hopefully we'll continue to see green on our traffic maps out there as well. Highway 12, the Beltline, the Interstate, 151, Highway 30, Stoughton Road, and 151 Verona Road, all looking smooth for us this morning.
All right, green means go. Thanks, Chris.
My pleasure.
Aaron Rodgers again opting to not play in the Pro Bowl as some big decisions loom for the quarterback. Though he has been selected to multiple Pro Bowls in the past decade, Rodgers usually doesn't play. He hasn't actually played in one since 2012. Rodgers says he won't play because of injury. So now Viking quarterback Kirk Cousins will replace him. At this time, there's no additional info on Rodgers' injury or if he's made any decisions about his future. As for the Pro Bowl, Matt LaFleur and his coaching staff will be heading up the NFC. The Pro Bowl is, kicks off in Las Vegas at 2 o'clock on Sunday, I believe.
I think you're right.
I think it's Sunday. Yes.
The aerospace manufacturer SpaceX launching its Cosmos SkyMed second-generation mission, long name, into low orbit this evening from Cape Canaveral. Check it out.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition and liftoff.
Pretty cool. This comes after 4 postponements, 3 for weather, and then the 4th on Sunday when a cruise ship sailed into the hazard area. The launch was called off 33 seconds before its scheduled time. Then it finally got off the ground last night. The U.S. Coast Guard is now investigating that Sunday incident. 6:20 your time now. In our next half hour, the latest on the investigation into 3 homicides in 3 days in Beloit.
We'll be right back.
Download the Channel 3000 First Warn Weather app today.
Cobuson Buses, now hiring.
Working with Cobuson, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. If you do need time off, they work around you. They definitely try to make it a company that's based for you.
Visit Cobuson.com to apply.
Stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays that can take 30 minutes to an hour. I'm David Cohen, the COO of Love Your Teeth. When we did the clinical study and saw that it whitened people's smile 7 shades in 7 days with only 10-minute applications, we knew we had to share it with the world. Love Your Teeth whitens natural teeth, as well as stains on caps and veneers. It's so effective, it works on stains caused by coffee, tea, red wine, and even smoking. And for those of you who have that one stained tooth that's darker than the rest, with Love Your Teeth, you can target that area using swab precision.
I love red wine, tea, coffee, and I typically get stains at like the bottom part of my teeth, and it's very obvious. This was my smile before I started using Love Your Teeth, and then here's my smile now.
I would describe Love Your Teeth as easy to use. I'm so happy with results. Before I started Love Your Teeth, I took a selfie. So white, so different.
If you have yellowing between your teeth or coffee stains near your gum line, just snap, swab, and smile. And with each 10-minute application, you'll see whiter teeth.
I'm Dr. Gold. I've been a dentist for 25 years. When I looked at the clinical study for Love Your Teeth, I was blown away by the results. Love Your Teeth really works. Finally, an at-home teeth whitening product that I can recommend with confidence.
With Love Your Teeth, my teeth were looking great. Like, I would just wake up every day like, oh my God, my teeth are getting whiter. It was just amazing for me. I saw a difference every single day. I'm just so confident in the way that my smile looks.
In the past, while I was using other teeth whitening products, my teeth became sensitive, and that's just uncomfortable. With Love Your Teeth, something that I really loved about it is there was zero sensitivity the entire process.
Order Love Your Teeth this Valentine's Day and get 50% off, plus get free shipping. And as an added bonus, get a free Love Your Teeth Go Pen with your order. Visit loveyourteeth.com or call the number on your screen.
American Family Insurance filmed a commercial featuring real dads and their kids. No scripts, just family. Because nothing speaks louder than that.
Prayers, prayers, prayers. Time to say our prayers. Dio, Dio, Dio. Are you ready to say your prayers? Yes or no?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Guess what? You get 2 kisses.
Cobuson Buses, now hiring.
My name's Mike Williams. I've been driving school bus off and on for 21 years. Here at our terminal, we're kind of like a family too. Somebody has an issue with a bus, other people kick in and help and get the job done.
Welcome back. KCG, as we call him here on the morning show, sending us in this gorgeous photo of his morning. Chris is pretty impressed.
It's a great shot of a hawk there. Love the detail. He is a very accomplished wildlife photographer, if I may say so, don't you think?
Indeed, he is. Keep him coming, KCG.
All right, make sure to use the hashtag MyNews3Morning when you post your pics on social media so we can find it and share our favorites. All right, so found this online. It's going viral on Twitter. It's showing that a border battle can develop even within our own state lines. It's a shirt from up in the Northwoods that says, "Don't Madison are up north." And it's got a line that divides the state. It's Highway 29 right there. It runs east-west. So this has a lot of people talking, especially in the Madison area. They're not too happy about this. And I think with all the division we have in our society right now, let's not split up Wisconsin. Can we at least keep Wisconsin? Can we all unite as Wisconsinites and get along? Is that too much to ask for right now?
There's this big banner on the Beltline that says "Peace on Earth," and then underneath it, it says, "And if possible, in Wisconsin." And that's how I feel about this shirt. Let's not split it up. Besides, since when is up north that line?
This is very disputed as well.
I know.
Some say it's a Highway 8, which is further north than this. Some say it's Highway 29. It's up for debate, you know, up north. Some people call, you know, Stevens Point up north.
I call Stevens Point up north.
Some people call the Dells up north. Hey, going up north. Where are you going? The Dells. Like,
yeah.
Come on. Okay, I get it. It's north. It's not.
Whenever you hit the pointier pine trees is where I think is up north. And that's great.
Yeah, I can see that.
Wisconsin Dells to me.
I was going to say, some neighborhoods in Madison have the pointier pine trees.
All right. The point is,
Let's
can't we all just get along?
No lines for Wisconsin.
Yeah, I do not like that shirt at all. Feels too divisive.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. All right, here's what we're looking at as you're headed out to the bus stop right now. Look for temperatures hanging out in the 30s, increasing clouds all day long. We'll be right back.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
If your credit card debt is out of control, if you're in over your head in monthly payments, there's a secret the credit card companies don't want you to know. If you have more than $10,000 in credit card debt, you have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. That's bad news for the credit card companies, but it's great news for you. We're Credit Associates, and we're offering you free information on how to completely resolve your credit card debt with a monthly payment you can afford. To see how much you could save, call now. 1-800-914-6947. Don't declare bankruptcy. Don't consolidate. Give us 10 minutes and we could save you thousands. After all, we depend on your success and offer a guarantee so there's no risk to call. Credit Associates. Live better, debt-free. We'll even show you how to use your stimulus money to jumpstart our services and get you debt-free faster than you ever thought possible. Call Credit Associates now to see how much you could save for free. Call 1-800-914-6947.
Are your credit card payments $500 or $600 or more on top of your vehicle payments? Chapter 7 and 13 plans start at only $275 a month. Consolidate with Chapter 13 or eliminate your debt under Chapter 7 and get your payments under control. I'm attorney Peter Francis Geraci. At Geraci Law, we consolidate or eliminate on your phone, from your home, or old school in person. Hit the debt-free button. Click or call now.
I'm a little old to count down the days, but my ski trip to Cascade Mountain with my cousin each year, so much fun. We used to pretend like we were flying. Now, we really do. My dad and my uncle like that we still ski free. But Noah and I, we just have fun. See you there.
Family, all in this together. Family, we're taking a chance. Family, like birds of a feather. Family, kick off our shoes and dance. Hey!
Some traditions just keep getting better and better. Ford F-Series, the official truck of the NFL, and America's best-selling trucks now for the 45th year in a row.
dinosaur adventure roars into Madison. One weekend only. Alliant Energy Center. With life-size dinosaurs and massive family fun. Experience the thrill of the prehistoric age, featuring the ferocious T-Rex, Triceratops, Velociraptor, and more. Go on a realistic fossil dig. Take a ride on your favorite dinosaur. Bounce around in the prehistoric playground and a baby dinosaur meet and greet. Take an amazing dinosaur adventure. This weekend only. Alliant Energy Center. Tickets at dinosauradventure.com.
Right now, students back at Beloit High School after a former student was shot and killed outside Saturday night.
Free masks from the government, but only so many. Doctors advising how to keep your N95 in good condition to keep yourself safer for longer.
It's still too close for comfort. We're tracking a big winter storm across parts of the country, along with the winter warm-up.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome.
Plus, a look at all of the memories we've made over the last year as In the 608 turns 1 this week.
Can't forget Josh.
He snuck up on me there. So everybody heard that, huh? That's great. Wonderful. A great start to your Tuesday morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Chris Stanford.
The bright spot, it's not Monday anymore.
And it's a new month. It's no longer January.
That's
Here we are,
true.
February 1st. Can you believe it?
Fresh slate. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm Leah Lynchide. Let's get straight to our top headlines today. The Beloit Police Department still actively investigating 3 separate murders over the course of 80 hours.
And this morning, we are learning more about one victim. Police say a 42-year-old Janesville woman was found stabbed to death Saturday near Howes Drive and Clary Street in Beloit. Her death ruled a homicide, no arrest made in that case. Meantime, those students returning to school yesterday after a 19-year-old was shot and killed outside of Beloit High School Saturday night.
Kind of awkward, you know. I didn't really expect to have school today, but I'm glad that they're offering services and whatnot. Safety is a big metric here, so I'm glad that they're offering some safety.
Police say dozens of people were in the parking lot when the former Beloit student was shot, but they aren't coming forward with any information. Community leaders in Rock County are taking time to reflect on the week of deadly violence, praying for families that lost someone, but also getting to work to end this string of violence.
Somebody's been killed. These are flesh and blood people that we've been rubbing shoulders with, people that perhaps we know. These 3 tragedies right in the string as they are right now certainly don't do much to favor the image of Beloit, but I would say that Beloit is very misunderstood, very misrepresented.
In Janesville, police say what's happening in Beloit is triggering a preventative response there. They've decided to increase police presence at their high school sporting events for the rest of the year in light of Saturday's violence.
The superintendent of the Madison School District also warning about the potential ripple effect of the shooting. The 19-year-old was killed outside of Beloit High School following a basketball game against La Follette. Superintendent Dr. Carlton Jenkins says all Madison students were already on the team bus and on their way back home when the shooting happened. But in a statement yesterday, Dr. Jenkins writes, "Although we're grateful and relieved all of our MMSD students were kept safe, these senseless acts of violence have a ripple effect impacting the basic fabric of all of our school communities."
Coverage on the road to recovery now. Pharmacies in Dane County say they have limited supplies of free N95 masks, courtesy of the federal government. You can pick yours up at Hy-Vee, Walgreens, CVS, Walmart, and from some smaller local chains as well. Free masks are capped at 3 a person right now, but local health officials say there are ways to reuse them and extend their life. Here's some advice to do that. Don't touch the part that covers your nose and your mouth. Use the edges and the straps instead to take it on and off. Don't overstretch the band that goes around the back of your head. The strength of protection really depends on how tightly the mask fits on your face. Some more advice here. Keep your mask in a paper bag overnight. It gives it a break from trapping air particles, and it allows the trapped ones to die over the course of several hours. And don't get it wet. It immediately becomes less effective if it's damp, bent, or dirty. If you use this advice, SSM Health Dr. David Ottenbaker says you'll be able to wear the N95s more than once.
After about 5 times of use, you probably should remove them and get a new mask.
Overall, the contamination risk in reusing N95s, it's much lower than the risk of not wearing them in the first place.
We're learning more about a new subvariant of Omicron found in Wisconsin in the last 24 hours.
The first case in the state identified right here in Dane County. McKenna Alexander joins us with what we know so far about this subvariant. Hi, McKenna.
Yeah, hi, you guys. Well, the biggest thing about the BA2 variant is that it's more transmissible. However, that doesn't mean it's more of a risk if you're vaccinated. Dane County health officials say it's still too early to know what this strain will do to local COVID numbers. Early studies show it doesn't cause more severe symptoms than Omicron. Data from overseas shows it's about 50% more infectious than the previous strain, but some experts say people exposed to the first strain of Omicron should have some immunity here. Doctors say booster shots also provide strong protection, another reason to get more Americans vaccinated.
The only thing I feel pretty confident about is that we'll have more variants. We'll have future variants. So let's begin to prepare.
In Dane County, vaccinations remain on the up and up. Now, as of this morning, 78% of Dane County has completed a vaccine series and 83% have received at least one dose.
All right, McKenna Alexander, thank you very much.
All right, Chris Reese here now with Madison's certified most accurate forecast. Nice mild morning out there today, Chris.
Yeah, it really is a nice mild morning, which is fun to share when you're talking about such a big deal winter storm that's starting to impact parts of the country. Here in Wisconsin, we simply watch it happen, but all the way from parts of New Mexico, El Paso, Texas, up towards Vermont. We have winter storm watches and even winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories at this point. The winter storm warnings are in the pink. I expect a lot more of these blues, which are the winter storm watches, to become winter storm warnings as we go throughout today. This right here, 6:30 later on tonight. This is the storm coming together, and by this time tomorrow morning, we're looking at the map. We're going to show you radar, and things are just going to be lit up across the country. Snow, rain, and freezing rain and sleet really all begins to come together, and it's going to last for quite some time. Multiple rounds of this. We're talking Tuesday night through Thursday night, at least 48 hours of consistent wintry weather happening across parts of the Midwest. We sit in our sunshine and our clear skies and our cold, and we're bundled up watching our neighbors deal with it while we eat the popcorn and see what happens to our south. But we talk about some of the snow totals that are going to be associated with this, and we are talking 1.5 feet of snow being a real possibility in some parts of the country. I won't be surprised if we see some 20-inch snow totals come out of this, if not even greater. Across Kentucky, we're talking a smackdown ice storm getting going, and that's going to be a big deal for them. States of emergency likely going to be declared due to the icing potential that we'll see to our south. In the meantime, out ahead of it, everyone warmer than 24 hours ago. In fact, Madison, 29 degrees warmer than 24 hours ago, coming in at 33. We were in the single digits yesterday at this time, and we are starting to see an increase in that cloud cover. Monroe, you're at 33 this morning. Good morning. Watertown, good morning to you guys at 33, still 32 in Juneau at this point. Good morning. Doppler track. It is quiet, but we will see that increase in cloud cover as we go throughout today. 1 o'clock, we're at 40. Temperatures begin to drop from there. 21 by 9:30, down towards 12 overnight tonight. 17 is your high tomorrow. Can't rule out a couple of flurries. Along with 4 tomorrow night, back up to 13 on Thursday, and then perhaps below 0 Thursday night and into Friday morning. So a cold couple of days. We'll start to recover next week. A chance of flurries by next Thursday.
You think it's a bad idea to go skiing this weekend? Going to be a little cold?
No. Well, you know, we'll see if we have any snow left.
Good point.
There's not a lot. I'm sure the ski resorts can make some snow, and it's going to be cold enough. I don't think it's going to be too terrible this weekend.
Okay, Chris Reese, thank you very much. Today, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken and Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov will speak over the phone as the two nations try to cool the rising tensions in Eastern Europe. Yesterday, the Russian government sent a written response to the U.S. following a U.S. proposal to de-escalate the crisis along the Ukrainian border. No details about the letter were released. CBS News has learned the Pentagon is close to announcing U.S. troops based in Europe will move closer to the front lines.
But with Russia's continuing its buildup of its forces around Ukraine, we are ready no matter what happens.
In Ukraine, the threat has prompted thousands of citizens to join local defense units. Coming up after 7 on CBS Mornings, touring the frontline trenches of the Ukrainian border, plus checking out a village that's dangerously close to that Russian troop buildup.
More local news now. MMSD says they figured out how to temporarily pay their hourly employees overtime. It comes after not being able to for nearly 8 weeks. It all started then when a nationwide payroll software was hacked. Some employers resorted to manual methods of tracking base and overtime hours. MMSD told employees the day after the attack on December 11th that they wouldn't be paying out overtime until Kronos, the software, resolved the issue. That is according to internal documents employees and their union shared. Nationwide, NPR reports about 8 million employees were affected by this hack nationwide. 1,000 are in Madison.
I spoke with a single mother today of 2 who is a $19 an hour employee, and she indicated that she had an $1,800 car repair that she wasn't able to pay for, and she's making payments on. She's $800 an hour or $800 behind in her rent. And this is really all as a result of not being paid her hourly pay differential and the overtime that she's earned really since a couple weeks before Christmas.
The district says that with their workaround, hourly employees will start seeing their money as early as this week. They've also gotten word from the hack software company that the system could be permanently fixed in another week or 2. Our Naomi Cole spoke with one worker who says that some people are waiting for about 100 hours of overtime pay right now. You can see that full story. Just download our Channel 3000 app. Get it for free by searching Channel 3000 News in your app store.
6:40 now. Let's take a live look outside. It is not bad outside. One might even call it balmy. Chris Reese talking about temperatures in the 40s before they take a nosedive. It's coming up after the break.
And our celebration of the N608 turning 1 year continues this morning. And coming up next, we're going to take a look back at all of the holiday celebrating we've done when we return.
This is the house that Angels built. Attic Angels Senior Living Community is built on a foundation of authentic, local care. A framework for living well. Windows to take in the beautiful future. And is crowned by the pride that one's home is one's castle. This is the house that Angels built. Attic Angel Community. Independent homes and 4 levels of assisted living. Built with the help of angels.
Don't miss out on Floor & Decor's grand opening in Monona on February 7th. With our unmatched selection of tile, wood, stone, laminate, vinyl, and more, all at everyday low prices, at Floor & Decor, you'll discover the perfect products for shopping on trend and on budget, all in one stop. Plus, our helpful associates make realizing your vision easy from start to finish, so your upgrade has never been more you. Explore Floor & Decor's newest location in Monona on February 7th, or visit us online at flooranddecor.com.
Finding the right ingredients for a healthy lifestyle can be tricky. That's why SSM Health and News 3 Now are here to help.
Our Time for Kids recipe for health experts use online conversations and on-air reports to answer your health questions.
So tell us, what topics would your family like to hear about? What questions do you have?
Use the handy feedback form on our Time for Kids page to share what matters most to your family's health. And together,
let's take time for kids.
Over these past months, we've all experienced changes and a great deal of reflection. But here's a change you can truly be excited about. Sono Bello, America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, permanently removes the fat from your stomach, hips and thighs, and back.
I walked past mirrors. I didn't want to see any of that. I can't even tell you how excited I am about Sono Bello and what they've done for me.
I'm just living my best life now because I'm being the best that I can be.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently. Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation. Plus, get $250 off instantly. You deserve to do something for you. Call 1-888-512-1753 or go to sonobello.com now.
U.S. ad spending is set to surpass $300 billion by 2022, and the greater Madison area is poised for major growth. So now would be a great time to consider a career in multimedia sales and to join our team selling our top-rated media and digital solutions. Work for a company that offers training, autonomy, flexibility, income growth, upward mobility, and work-life balance with a competitive wage. If you have a passion to drive results for local businesses, then visit morganmurphymedia.com right now to apply.
You're watching Madison's fastest growing newscast. News 3 Now this morning.
Welcome back. It's a big week in the 608. Can you tell? We're celebrating 1 year of positive stories in the 608.
You know it's a big deal when they go to all the trouble to make a fancy new graphic to kick it off. Josh Sprider, live this morning where it all started a year ago today. Hey, Josh.
Hey guys, good morning. Yeah, that was even a surprise to me. How about that? We love that open and we love this segment, of course. I'm standing exactly where I was on this day last year when we officially launched the In the 608 brand. And why? Because this is my favorite live shot location in Madison. There's no better way to capture our beautiful capital city. And today we're capturing and taking a look back at the year that was when it came to celebrating our holidays. We're at Flannel Jacks here on Madison's west side. Bingo, it's a bullseye. Right in the heart. It's not a clean process.
No, by no means is it clean. I mean, there's powdered sugar everywhere.
Okay, so we're gonna do it. Here we go.
If we need more, we'll make more.
So, if people are interested, I got powdered sugar all over my face. We might as well just kind of put this all over here, guys.
Ready, set, here you go. Point, knee, hop back, step. Point, knee, hop back, step. Point, knee, hop back. Knee, hop back, step. Good job, Josh.
Close enough, right? My first time. So Cinco de Mayo is your biggest day of the year. And of course, it wouldn't be the 608 segment without digging in here on the morning show, guys. So here we go as I...
Buen provecho. My dad goes crazy for Halloween.
Kicking off spooky season.
We'll check in with Josh and the other Screaming Acres coming up right after this. Stay tuned.
I am actually like kind of shaking right now. You can see. Mark, I need some light. Come on. Oh.
We're live in Stoughton with why you want to get those costumes out now. Is that Josh?
Who am I, guys? I'll let you guess.
Feel inside.
I love a good old-fashioned.
Is it hunting season? Because I'm spotting some wild turkeys out in the Josh always has the best sound effects.
Do I look good? Do I need to like strut the runway with the turkey suit on today?
Boy.
Good morning, guys, from Hilldale. And it's Josh Sprider in the 608 this morning. And how do you top a turkey? You get dressed up as Santa Claus. You never know what's going to happen here in the 608. What a year it has been. So many memories made in just 365 days. And of course, I cannot wait to continue in the 608. If you'd like to look for more of our coverage, remember we do have a special in the 608 section up on channel3000.com. You can see it all right there with an interactive map to really showcase how many places we've been over the last year, guys. This has really been a dream come true for both Mark Schilling and I, being out here to be able to make great television for you at home, giving you a little breather as you start your day. And again, more memories to be made here in the near future.
I think we all have great memories on the show. Josh, you just got an email about that time I ate your burrito. Do you remember that one?
Yes, yeah. So we had one of our viewers just email in. His name's David, and he said his favorite moment was when we had the Cinco de Mayo story, which you saw on there, and we had left some food for you guys at the station, and instead of taking that food, Leah ate Bubba's burrito, one of our photographers from behind the scenes. Remember
that.
Burrito Gate, yeah, so never forget. So even the littlest things like that can make a huge impact on your life at home. And of course, we're always here to make you laugh, make you smile, even if it means we're making some silly mistakes sometimes, guys.
I think they even put up a graphic that said, you know, news anchor steals man's burrito.
How can I forget Burrito
Never
Gate?
forget Burrito Gate.
In the 608, honestly, it brings laughter and smiles to, I think, everybody. So we are lucky to have you, Josh. A whole year, it flew by. I can't wait for the years to come.
You know, it has been, yeah, like I said, a dream come true, and I think a lot of people needed a break, especially over the last couple of years.
Yeah.
I know I needed this, and there's no better way for me to show my authenticity. This is me, you know, who you're seeing on TV, and honestly, all of us there in the studio, too. This is us. This is the real us, and this is important to showcase why it is so important to be you always, and to make sure you know, bring a little light into your life as well.
Josh, perfect fit. Beautiful shot behind you. We can't forget Mark Schilling behind the camera.
Yes.
He's been right with you every step of the way over the last year. You guys are a great team. I look forward to In the 608 every single morning. It's been a pleasure to be right in the front row to watch it every single day. Can't wait for the next year. Josh Breider, live in Madison. Thank you, Josh. Don't forget to let Josh know, by the way, what inspires you in the 608. Just hit him up on social media or email him at in608@WISC-TV.com.
We also love our Chris Reese here with your First Warn Weather. You're certified most accurate this morning. Hey, Chris.
Yeah, we're talking about temperatures being on the increase as you plan your day out there. We're warming things up to about 40, and we're going to be into the upper 30s by lunchtime. Once we get towards the evening, though, that is when we'll start to see our temperatures begin to decrease. In fact, we're going down to 25 all the way by 7 o'clock. We'll go down towards the teens overnight tonight. If you've been looking for more snow chances, unfortunately, we don't have any. Can't rule out a couple of flurries to our south for tomorrow and Thursday. Also watching a chance of flurries for next Thursday as well. But flurry chances, that's as good as it gets as we start to look ahead. So we have had 4 snow events so far this winter that actually put snow on the ground. You had 3 from New Year to, or from Christmas to New Year, and then you had 1 last weekend. But that's all we've had so far.
I'm surprised by that, too. No snow angels in your future there, Chris.
No, I made some last weekend, but we haven't seen any more.
All right, Chris Reese with that lack of snow. Thank you very much, sir. 6:50 now. Coming up in the morning sprint, the new grants from Second Harvest helping to end food insecurity in Dane County.
First, though, if you've got a little kid turning 3 soon, let us know so we can share their picture on TV. We'll be right back.
Look Who's 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Homes deserve beautiful furniture. Just ask this, Bob. Rob Schneider.
This cottage chic sectional will beautify any home.
Say you're raised by wolves.
The neutral palette works with any decor.
Okay, my parents are paying.
Shop what's in stock, in store, or at mybobs.com.
We protect more than the car you drive. We protect the dreams that drive you. The It's Not Where We Visit, but Who We Visit policy from American Family Insurance.
End of the road trip.
Protect yourself on the road with a travel peace of mind package, included when you enroll in the Know Your Drive program. Get a quote or find an agent at amfam.com.
Dinosaur Adventure roars into Madison. 1 weekend only. Alliant Energy Center. With life-size dinosaurs and massive family fun. Experience the thrill of the prehistoric age. Featuring the ferocious T-Rex, Triceratops, Velociraptor, and more. Go on a realistic fossil dig. Take a ride on your favorite dinosaur. Bounce around in the prehistoric playground. And a baby dinosaur meet and greet. Take an amazing dinosaur adventure. This weekend only. Alliant Energy Center. Tickets at dinosauradventure.com.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family. Do good things in the community. Help out your neighbors. You've been there for so many others. Now, we're here for you. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
Get organized with help from Menards. Whether you need extra storage or want to add an accent to your living space, Dakota Shelving has the perfect solution with a variety of sizes and 8 attractive finishes. Right now, an 8-foot long, 11 3/4 by 3/4 inch shelf is just $9.99 after $5 rebate. Keep your space tidy with Designer's Image Cube storage shelves. Get an 11-inch fabric drawer free after rebate now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Habitat for Humanity of Dane County continues to help hardworking families attain home ownership. By providing financial coaching, homeowners can manage their mortgage and other finances while building stability for their family. Strengthen our community. Support Habitat Dane County.
Contact Culligan, your local water expert.
Homes deserve beautiful furniture. Just ask this Bob, Comfy Bob Ross.
I'm going to paint a picture of you resting joyfully on a Bob-O-Pedic Prize Hybrid mattress. As you can see, I've painted you sleeping in it.
That's a forest.
Here for you in a heartbeat. SSM Health, Heart and Vascular Care.
6:53, time for the morning sprint.
Celebrations are taking place across the world, welcoming in the Lunar New Year of the water tiger. Landmarks worldwide have been illuminated red, a color symbolizing good luck and happiness. Many countries are using it as an opportunity to also welcome the upcoming Winter Olympics that kick off in just 3 days in Beijing. Celebrations are muted there this year, with many large temples closed in China to help curb the spread of Omicron.
MMSD says they've figured out how to temporarily pay their hourly employees overtime. It comes after not being able to for more than 7 weeks. More than 1,000 workers have been waiting to receive their overtime pay after a nationwide payroll software was hacked. The district says that with their workaround, hourly employees will start seeing their money as early as this week.
Governor Evers visiting Washington yesterday to meet with President Biden and Vice President Harris. The White House hosted a group of governors and cabinet members as part of the meeting of the National Governors Association. Top of the agenda, how states can move forward from the pandemic.
Second Harvest Food Bank of Southern Wisconsin announcing a new round of grants. The organization will be providing up to $200,000 to area groups or organizations. The goal here is to increase food equity across Madison. It'll also build strategies for distribution to make sure everyone has access to nutritious and culturally significant food. Grant request applications will be accepted for another 6 weeks.
The Food and Drug Administration fully approving Moderna's COVID vaccine. Up until now, it had been given to adults under emergency use authorization. The approval makes it the second vaccine alongside Pfizer's to receive FDA approval.
Pfizer expected to apply for emergency authorization as early as today for a 2-dose regimen of vaccines for children 6 months to 5. Early data from the drug maker shows 2 doses given at 1/10 the strength of the adult shot are safe and produce an immune response. The company's testing a 3rd dose for kids, and that application should come in March. Federal prisons nationwide went on lockdown after a deadly attack at a prison in Beaumont, Texas. 2 prisoners were killed, 2 others hurt. The fight reportedly involved members of the violent MS-13 gang. Nationwide lockdowns like this are extremely rare. The Federal Bureau of Prisons says it was prompted by fears of potential retaliation.
Temperatures this morning on the range of 20 to 40 degrees warmer than they were 24 hours ago. So it's going to feel a lot milder as you begin to step out the door. We're sitting at 34 for us here in Madison, a wind chill at 27. Temperatures over the next 12 hours. Warm up to 40 by lunchtime. We're back into the upper 20s as we start to move towards dinner. More sunshine expected in the extended forecast, but Wednesday will be cloudy and cooler.